Dear viewers on Jena Web Radio, in your human rights program, and today I got with me a guest. I will let herself introduce the person who introduce herself to you. And here you have your humble servant Donatien Aweso to serve you. Welcome to you, my dear.
Thank you. I'm Melanie Sonhaye Kambate.
Yep.
I'm the director, program and advocacy director at the Secretariat of the West African Human Rights Defenders Network. The Secretariat is based in Lomé, and the organization is covering 16 countries, means ECOWAS countries, ECOWAS member countries, and Mauritania.
Okay, that's what I would like to ask you, but you already answered this. What is this gathering, this organization doing like a job?
Yeah, the West African Human Rights Defenders Network, as the name shows,
Yep.
works on human rights defenders' rights. So we work with national organizations because we have one member organization in each country that is representing the network. And we also work with human rights mechanisms at the sub-regional and international level. We work with states, and we work with national institutions, human rights national institutions, as Commission Nationale des Droits de l'Homme in Togo. So, and we work also with organizations that are working on the same subjects like ourselves. We have also our financial partners. So we work with many people.
Very good. I appreciate that. What gathers here today is about the human rights defenders. We'll talk about this. When you listen to this team, there is a strengthened network of human rights defenders as actors of peace and crisis management. This team, what does it sound to you?
Yeah, it's a subject that is our project, the one-year project that is managing by Protection International Africa, a partnership for justice and West African Human Rights Defenders Network. So it's a one-year project that is being implemented by the four organizations, so in a consortium. So that project it seems like a small project because it's just covering 1 year, and we have many activities. So we are implementing many activities. We are organizing activities we have organized activities with human rights defenders. We have organized activities with the state of Togo,
Okay.
and the national institution, human rights institution in Togo. So it seems it just looks like a small project because we don't have big money, but we have done many things, many activities have been implemented.
Congratulations to you, because with your few means, you've done great things. In other words, we can say, should the human rights defenders focus their work on the promotion and protection of human rights?
Yeah, with human rights defenders, we used to focus our work on promotion and protection of human rights. And we usually make advocacy.
Okay.
And I can say that we never live that way. We work on human rights, so on the promotion and protection, but we use the human rights declarations,
Okay.
all the possibilities that have been given to us by international mechanism, regional mechanism, and sub-regional and national mechanism, means that the laws, the components, the conventions, we use all of them to work. So our work is not is based. Our work is based on legal legal
Tools, I can
tools,
see.
yeah, legal tools. So when you work on legal tools, you just look on what is said in the legal tools, and then you do your work.
Yeah,
so that's why you can see human rights defenders everywhere. In our country, in Togo, for example,
Yeah.
you can see us working on children's rights, on
Women.
women rights,
Yeah.
on sustainable environment rights, and many rights.
Very good. Just to make you laugh a little bit, it's because of terrorism right now in the sub-region of Africa, West Africa, that you have settled this thing.
I can say yes, but not only terrorism. Our countries, our sub-region is also facing coup d'etats.
Okay.
So we have 4 countries.
Yeah.
So 4 countries.
Mali.
We have Mali, we have Niger,
Guinea also, I think.
Guinea. And when you put together terrorism and coup d'etats, and we do not have to forget all the laws that have been already taken by our states during COVID-19 crisis. So it makes a big job for human rights defenders. So the project aims to contribute to involve human rights defenders as people who work to resolve crises and to consolidate peace.
Very good. I just remind you, dear viewers, that I'm here on the trail with Madame Melanie Somhaye Kombate, Director of Programs and Advocacy. Remind me the organization, please.
The organization is West Africa.
Yeah,
West
Africa. Yeah, very good. So West Africa Human Rights Defenders Network. The second question, the question that I will ask is about the capacity that you have built during the activities made during this year of 2010, talking about this team. What were those capacities that you have built?
Yeah, we have tried to build HRDs, human rights defenders. We used to call them HRDs,
okay.
Human rights defenders capacities in security management, protection, and peaceful conflict resolution. So it was a
big challenge.
Yeah, a big challenge, because sometimes people used to see human rights defenders like those who want to disturb others. They do not see them like those who work for peace building.
Yeah.
So we have organized an activity, a workshop on that issue. We have organized another capacity building in communication and storytelling about human rights defenders. As I said, storytelling on human rights defenders are so bad. When you listen to many people, many actors, they never see human rights defenders as those people who contribute to the best society we need, but they see them like those who come to disturb our societies. So we organize an activity on that issue. And another capacity building activity was organized on digital security and to secure communication, to strengthen the West African Human Rights Defenders Network, because we involve all the members, means our national Human Rights Defenders coalitions and our focal point organizations in the countries where, I want to make that precision, that in the countries where we do not have a formal national coalition, we have a focal point organization that is already working on human rights defenders issues, that we take as the representative of the defenders in that country. So we have tried to build their capacities on digital security and to secure the communication. So the digital security and communication, not only to secure the communication with them and the secretariat, but also to secure the communication on the social medias.
Yeah. You said something very early that some persons are looking at you like troublemakers, not real peace builders. Do you understand them? Why are they taking this such thing over you?
Yeah, we are human beings.
Yeah.
And as a human being, when we listen to someone who takes the floor, who is talking, we just need that person to talk to go the way we need that person to go. And when that person doesn't go the way we need, we take the person in adversity.
Like opponent.
So yeah, that's the reason why sometimes people think that human rights defenders are against them. And in that situation, they just say those people are not good people.
I got you. What stood to you, what stood out to you, or kept your attention that you would like to share with all of us, all the viewers, through this organization of the team that we'll talk about? What kept your attention?
Yeah, the thing that captured my attention is that when we were making, so we had an advocacy with the Togo State about implementation of the recommendation. The Togo State was at the UPR, Togo was examined at the Universal Periodic Review, and we, in the project, we had also to implement an activity concerning the recommendations that have been made to Togo, some of them. So what captured my attention was that another person made a recommendation to civil society and Togo people. The person said that we have to use our own judicial system, because we never use them. We just say, oh, there is corruption there, and we never use it. We need to use them to increase the using of the judicial system, so that we will also try that way to make it better than it is working. So that is the first thing. The second thing is that we realize when implementing that project that there are many organizations in Togo, well known, doing a good job, good work, but they have never tried to make advocacy to make advocacy concerning the implementation of the recommendations. So they have never went to our states, our deciders, our representatives, state representatives, to make advocacy. So it makes you a little surprised, but it is the reality, and we need to talk about it, to call for all of them to engage, to make that advocacy, because it is another way of helping our state to implement the recommendations that are made to them.
Thanks to Madame Melanie Somhaye Kombate, Director of Program and Advocacy at West Africa Network of Human Rights Defenders. Let me ask you, speaking about this project, several organizations, I think, were in the boat. Can we say that the harvest was, plentiful? Did you achieve your goal?
Yeah, I can say yeah, because the goals we have achieved the goals, because all the activities we tried, we said we plan to realize, we have implemented all of them, and we trying to, I can say we have implemented many, and we are trying to implement the other parts of the activities. And I can say we got that opportunity to talk directly with state representatives that were able to answer many questions that civil society needed to ask them and to know more about. So it was a good experience, and what we need now is just to see our country, our state to go more and more, and to go high. So
to implement,
to implement
the recommendations.
And we are calling for our colleagues from the civil society. We are calling from human rights defenders to continue the advocacy, because we need to continue the advocacy. We don't know if another partner is going to give us money now. We call for the financial partners to come in support, so that West African human rights defenders can continue the implementation of those activities. But I think it's very important for each organization that is working on human rights in Togo to keep maybe a small activity of advocacy concerning particularly the recommendations of UPR.
Very good. You said that what kept your attention above was how to, taste our judicial system. And do you think that the Togolese, we're talking about ourselves here in country, we are ready to taste that judicial mechanism?
I don't know if what I'm saying will be considered by Togo people, by us, by everyone, by every citizen. But I think it is the good way. It is the good way to make those mechanisms working.
Yeah.
So it's very important for us as citizens to cross that boat, to go and then ask for our judicial system to work the best we want it to work.
Good. I know what you just said should not be easy. And I guess that you've encountered many difficulties. What are those difficulties that you've encountered during these roads?
Yeah, we encounter many difficulties because the first difficulty is, you see, the project is only covering 1 year. And we will better like it to cover more than a year.
Okay.
This is the first difficulty. And the second one is that, our agendas are so different. Civil society's agendas and versus our state parties, our state representatives' agendas. It's very, very difficult to get to gather and to have to be available at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was a little difficult. So we tried to postpone some activities before realizing them.
Okay.
So another difficulty is that sometimes we want to do better. We want to involve everyone, but we can't afford, because the money we have,
financial means.
Yeah, won't be able to cover everything.
Yeah.
So those difficulties were those we face at that moment.
Okay. Do you face also difficulties with local assemblies? I'm talking about mayorship, I'm talking about commune, all those things. Did you face difficulties with them?
Yeah. we face difficulties with them. We face difficulty with one of what we call in Togo commune.
Yeah, township.
Township, yeah, thank you. So we face a difficulty when we went to we are in a system that we need to bring the information to them, that we need to organize maybe a workshop at a place that is in their area. So one time we went somewhere and they asked money. They asked us to pay money before. So we were very shocked, because it was the first time we were facing such a question, such an issue. but we decided to pay. We told them that we were going to pay, but they needed to give us back a receipt back, and we will bring that receipt to the state responsible, so the state representatives, to know more about. But fortunately, they said no more. We do not need.
You understood yourselves.
Yeah.
That's it. It's not easy to defend human rights, so we congratulate you, all human rights defenders. Soon it will be the end of the project that you said. It will just cover 1 year. A secure network for West Africa, strengthen network of human rights defenders as a peace and crisis movement. What should human rights defenders, what should they remember after this 1 year of travel?
Yeah, human rights defenders will remember that they have a big role to play. So they are working as peace building actors, and they are also working to consolidate peace. And they are working in difficult situations that needed them to have their capacities enforced in security and in communication. So they will remember those things, and they will also remember that they have done something to let people understand more what is their work, what is the work they are doing, and to know that they are not coming to them as enemies, but they are working to make the society better. Okay. I think that human rights defenders will also remember that the project. At that moment I'm talking about human rights defenders in Togo, that the project has called for them to continue
the defense, I think, the defense of human rights.
To continue advocacy.
Okay.
To continue advocacy with our states, so that the states, to call for the state to continue to implementing the recommendation that they have started implementing. So they have to make advocacy to call for Togo State to continue the implementation of those recommendations, those that have been started, and then to start implementing those are not already being implemented. Okay. So it's very important for us to tell all the civil society organizations that it is their obligation to make advocacy, because if we just say it's only our state's obligation to implement, I'm sorry, they have many jobs and they will forget our recommendations.
I get you. Let's just chill out a little bit. Your organization, I can say that is a little bit bigger than ECOWAS. Talking about ECOWAS is about 15 countries, but you got 16 countries. What is that country added to the 15?
We are not bigger than ECOWAS. ECOWAS, they are political actors.
Okay.
And we are from civil society. We are human rights defenders. Okay. So I can say we are human rights actors.
Okay.
We are not bigger than ECOWAS.
Just to chill out. During your gathering, your organization meeting, how do you communicate among you? Because I guess you got three different languages, I can say, you use. How do you communicate among you?
We have those two states that use Portuguese in West Africa, 5 states using English, and 9 using French. We try to have in each of our workshops we have interpreters.
Okay.
Yeah, we use interpretation, but the good thing is that our colleagues from Cabo Verde and Guinea-Bissau they use not only to speak Portuguese, but they use also to speak French or English. So when you meet one of them, you realize that if he's not using French with his Portuguese, he uses English.
Okay.
So we just need translation in English and French. But that doesn't mean that we are not going to make effort. We're trying to make effort to get another person to translate from Portuguese to English and French, but we have not got financial support.
Oh, that's it. And this leads us to say something about importance of English in your organization. What is the importance of that language for you?
Yeah, English is very important not only not only in the organization, but around all the world today. If you want to work on human rights, you need to have maybe a small English, rubbish English like mine.
Yeah, yours is not rubbish. Huh? You try your best.
English like mine
Yeah.
is not the best one, but if you don't use English, you will face many difficulties. So it's very important today to learn English. Very important, I can say. We from francophone countries, those that are belonging to my generation, they didn't have the opportunity to learn English at primary school.
Yeah.
And I can say when we were at the college, when we didn't even learn, we joked with English. And today we are facing many difficulties.
Yeah.
I think the coming generation are not going to make the same mistakes.
Yeah. That's what that's your pleading. You're pleading to the coming generation to keep English learning very good. Let me ask you: do you have some guidelines? Some recommendation to the country in which we are talking about, Togo, concerning the human rights defenders? Do you have some recommendation to them?
Yeah, I have a recommendation to Togo. The former minister of
Human rights is
Christian
Trémois.
Yeah, the former minister has done a good job concerning the protection law of human rights defenders. But I'm calling for the government not to forget that law. It's very important for Togo to have a human rights defenders protection law. Human rights defenders protection law should not be that law that can be used to control the work of human rights defenders. It should be a law that is used to protect them. So I think the new minister is not going to forget that law. Yeah, it's a law that is very important for human rights defenders, and I can say for the society. And I'm saying that because everyone is a potential human rights defender. Defending human rights is the first job of the government. We just come at the second level as human rights defenders
to support.
Yeah, to support. So it's very important for us to have that law. And a good law, we need a good law, and so we have to keep in mind that when we take a law, when a country takes a law that is not in the carnival of the Declaration of 1998 on human rights defenders, that law, I'm so sure that when they will go at UPR or other mechanism, they will call for them to review the law, and it is not a good thing. You take a law, and when you go to meet mechanism, when your country is examined at each moment, they ask for you to review a law. I think it is not doesn't give a good image, a good idea about you.
Yeah.
So if we want to be taken so serious, we need to be serious, we need to do a good job, to have a law that when we take it, when we show that law to mechanism, they just applaud. He said, thank you, congratulations to you.
Very good, dear viewers on Jena Web Radio. I kept something from the words of Madame Melanie. She said, countries should take laws, but good laws. How can we join you to have more detail, more information about your organization?
Yeah, my organization is in the we have the same headquarters with Togolese Coalition of Human Rights Defenders.
Okay.
So when you just contact Togolese Coalition, you will have us, but we have our own email.
Okay.
That is ROADDH @gmail.com.
Okay. I guess this will be written on the screen when the viewers will be with us. Dear viewers, we've come closer to the end of this program talking about human rights defenders. Let's remind that we need to defend human rights, because when my rights is being frustrated or is being put down today, it's yours who's gonna be put down tomorrow. So let's together fight for the human rights. Let's fight for the human rights that should be defended everywhere. Dear listeners, dear viewers, it's Donatien Wesso, your humble servant here, accompanied by, let herself give her name.
Melanie Sonhaye Kombate.
The Director of Program and Advocacy at West Africa Human Rights Defenders Network. Thank you for following us, dear viewers on Jena Web Radio. See you next time for human rights issues. Thank you.